Hello everybody, it's Dio here from Firm But Fair Gaming, bringing you another Bellwright video. Today we are going to be going over a mud farm and also my forester farm that I want to show you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into it. You might be wondering why I have a forester farm, or you're exactly like me and you know exactly why. So this used to be a well-wooded area, and as you can see, it is pretty barren. And so with a single forester, I find it hard to keep up with the actual output of a logging camp. So that's why I created a forester farm. So let's go take a look at my mud and forester farm and show you how it works. Okay, here we are. So first things first, let's show you where we are on the map. Apparently I'm being rated, but who cares? So we are between Herondine, Padstow, and Bradford. So if that was a triangle, we would just be on the bottom portion of that, right in the middle of this field, because there's one, two, three, four different mud locations, which makes this pretty ideal for the mud farm. And so what I did was I, of course, built the mud collector, and we had a order to just have 100 and then 150 top up, and what they're going to do is they're going to ship that around to the rest of my settlements wherever I have a forester, as that is the primary source of using the mud right now. My main base also has its own mud collection, so I don't need to worry about too much for that for building. And then, as you can see here, for my actual forester farm, I have set up 3 foresters. So I have 2 farmers that are working here. So they happen to be apprentice farmers. That's just coincidence. I just wanted somebody with high farming. So I got one that's 6 of 10 and one that's 5 of 7 for farming. They do a phenomenal job at collecting the seeds and whatnot. So we have 29 extra seeds, 18 tree saplings. So of course, this is more trees than what they can keep up with. And so what I am doing is I'm using this farm because they are super productive, because I have easy access to mud. I don't have to worry about deliveries if the mud doesn't get delivered, because I'm delivering other items to the same outpost. And then I have a couple water collections. So I started off with 2 water collection, and then I found that that wasn't enough. So then I built a well. So this gives me more than enough water for all 3. You can hear the trees growing. That's pretty funny. And so with the water collection, this helps them keep it operational. Always has enough water for the different trees. And so the workers that are here, they're going to make sure to plant, harvest, and gather up mud for myself for this outpost and all the others, and then they're also going to wander around and plant some trees. Now I know that I mentioned that this output is more than they can handle, so what I've done is I've set up deliveries from this location to other areas where there are foresters that are probably not quite as productive, and because when we our logging camps actually kill more trees than what we can grow in the forester, this is going to help offset the balance a little bit. So hopefully we're going to be able to better maintain our forest with this. So far I've noticed some pretty good growth. Up here used to be all barren. They planted a few trees here, so there's some that didn't used to be here, so they've been planting there. And up here they're starting to do a pretty good job of replanting as well. So this used to be all cleared out. It's slowly getting populated, and I expect within a week or 2 that the field, or they'll migrate up that hill and start to really chip away at the deforestation that happened there. So for the life cycle of the trees here, it takes about, I'd say, close to a day and a half for the seed to become a full-blown sapling that then you can replant. And then it seems to take 2 days, maybe even 3. It's hard to sometimes remember where they planted them. So I'd say closer to 3 days for the sapling to turn into a young tree. And I've yet to verify how long it takes a young tree to turn into just a regular tree. It's hard to remember where they plant them all, and then eventually, when there's enough of them, the tree blends into the forest, so it makes it kind of hard to track that way. So I've had this operational for just a little while, and just to see if you're curious to see how many trees I've been able to produce out of here, I believe this was my first one. If we go to all time, so we've been able to produce 96 saplings, which we've replanted into 44. I shipped some of those saplings to other areas. This was my more recent one. I only started this, built this third one, and it's only been operational a day, but we still got 16 saplings out of it as well. And then this other one, what we got? We got another 72. So we've almost got 200 trees. Well, yeah, pretty close, 150 probably, that we've grown out of this area that we keep shipping around and being replanted in our various forests. And I feel like after a couple more weeks, I'm probably going to come back and do just to see the progression because it is definitely helping in. I noticed when I sent it to my one lumber outpost, it definitely helped with the deforestation problem. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this continues to progress. And I was just pretty happy with this setup, and I like its productivity. So I just thought I'd share it with you guys. And of course, it's making use of the awesome mud area here as well. And I will say that I don't even have a forager set up for these guys because you can't harvest mud during winter, as well as the trees don't really grow during winter. So I don't even worry about them having food for the winter because they can't do anything anyways. So during the spring or summer months, whatever you want to call it, they just forage around. There's berry plants and mushroom patches nearby here, and they kind of feed themselves and they're looked after that way. So that brings me to the end of the video. Like I said, I just wanted to show kind of my mud and harvester farm. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any similar farms set up that are kind of out of the norm, let me know. I'd be happy to hear about what kind of farm you have set up. As always, we appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribe. So please click those buttons. And until next time, I hope you are enjoying Bellwright. And we will see you in the next video. And hopefully in a couple weeks' time, I will drop another video to show you how, well, a couple weeks in game time, I should say, to show you how much the deforestation has hopefully stopped. So until then, take it easy.